Hi everyone, I'm Aku. I'm your host of the Public Diary. I'm so happy to be back after months and months and months because I feel like I finally have a cracked opening. I haven't been cracked, no, but I have a crack. I hope everyone's really been well. You guys might be surprised as to why I'm doing a sit-down video and talk. It's gonna be quick. I hope you get to see a proper reflection of a rookie podcaster or someone who is trying to establish themselves in this sort of industry. Alright, so starting off with where did I go? I went to London earlier this May, if I'm not wrong, May until June. I went to see my friends, visit my family. I'm probably gonna go again. I needed a break. I needed a genuine break because the podcast was not something that had fueled me anymore in the sense of fulfillment, and I needed a break and a buffer period to really think about where I was going with the Public Diary. I don't know if any of you had sensed it from the beginning of the podcast, but if you know how podcasting works, it comes up with two things. It's either a conversation between multiple people and they talk about, it's a joint project, right? So they talk about a certain topic every now and then, or it's a solo podcast, or it's with a guest, one other guest, and they talk about a particular topic, right? But there's an established factor of a topic. Here, it's not so much there. And I decided, why not just come clean and just share that with you guys? Because that's basically the identity of the Public Diary, right? We want to voice every single thought out loud. We want it to be discussed. We want it to be welcomed. We want it to be unfiltered and opinionated and messy, but also there should be a conclusive ending that people can take away from it. I am an individual who highly encourages the spotlighting of other talents. That's something I enjoy doing as well. At some point in my life, I wanted to get into casting simply because I enjoy meeting talents. I enjoy meeting creatives and people who are doing something out of the ordinary in their industry, and getting the opportunity to represent those people on my platform has always been exciting to me. However, when you're just one person doing the job of multiple people, such as like from planning and reaching the guest to interviewing them to editing the videos and editing the reels that are supposedly supposed to go viral, you focus less on the content and it just becomes a process that is looped over and over and over and nothing's coming out of it. That's how I ended up feeling, because I didn't really feel like I was pushing myself. I didn't really feel like I had any limits to push because I never really set any limits. So hence the comeback. Every time I come back, I feel like I end up saying, I'm not going anywhere, guys, just be here. I promise I'll come back with another video. It never ends up happening, and that absolutely kills me because it's just a depletion in my performance. It's a depletion in my motivation, and it's just reflecting back on you guys. So it's just not ideal to continue something where I keep on over promising and under delivering. So I set up a system. I needed a much needed break because as you know, if you've followed on any of my other social platforms, you know that I traveled to Korea to do my further studies, and over that period, I, engaged in a lot of creative communities, and met so many different kinds of people. I got to understand different multicultural perspectives, backgrounds, and possibilities. It's unfathomable how much you can take an experience of traveling to a new country and how much that can expand your horizon or spark something in you. I guess London did something like that to me. It gave me a sort of hope. Being in Dubai has always been great. Being stationed over here, because my family is here, my friends, my relatives, my work is stationed here. It's always been such a blessing to have that sort of stability. However, when you're exposed to a different environment, it inspires and ignites something in you. So I guess London did that, and I would absolutely love to go back there. It was just the simple pleasure of like walking around the city and being able to breathe, and you know, like I get to just sit in my thoughts, you know, whereas when you're here, you're thinking about work, you're thinking about the future, you're thinking about, is this possible or not? The other day I was having a conversation with my friend as to why I had stopped podcasting for a bit, or like posting, or trying to record any other podcasts, and that's because I felt like I had this major stop on my throat chakra. Like I had something blocked in here, and I never had that as a kid. Like I would speak freely and not have to think too much about it, but it was really there. And she was like, maybe it's because you're genuinely taking this seriously. Maybe it's because you realize that this is something that you want to grow genuinely, not just for the fun of it, but because you see this as a potential thing for the future. And honestly, I couldn't agree more with her. I mourned over it so much and really sucked my soul into that sadness of not being able to produce anything, just because I wanted it to last long and I did not have a frame or a structure of how to make it last long. And I did finally find it. For the next few weeks, we're gonna have a couple of the missed interviews that I was supposed to put up and publish on the earlier months. Once we get that done, we're hitting something called a reboot, revamping, and a renewal of the Public Diary. It's been almost a year since the Public Diary, a year or two since the Public Diary. The flow of my podcasts have always been really relaxed and easygoing. However, this time it's gonna be a bit more on your throats. I don't know if I got the evil eye or what, with people like stepping on my throats because I talk too much because of my podcasts. But this time I'm coming for all of your throats, and I'm gonna put a chokehold on you. I think I've always been asked, oh, what is your demographic? Who listens to the Public Diary? It's for everyone. It's for anyone and everyone who wants to listen to it. So I want to make sure that all of you want to listen to it and that you're not missing out on anything that I have to offer. It's the place if you want to understand what's new, what's going on, how do people's minds really shape and work and thrive in various different environments, because that's what I enjoy listening to, and I want you guys to enjoy that as well. We're gonna have very interesting segments as well, which I will introduce much later. It's just the very beginning of a rookie podcaster, and I hope you enjoy this journey with me. I apologize for not having come forth earlier. I apologize to my guests whose videos have been with me in the vault, but we're coming very soon, and I hope you stay tuned on socials. Make sure to subscribe, and if you're listening on Spotify, I'd recommend you to drop in a follow, just because there are many exciting things coming, and we're gonna make this the best one it's ever been. So I love you. Bye. See you soon.